Would you actually consider getting lost in a loner's paradise? If it's as surreal as these places, I certainly wouldn't mind. Talk about a man cave. Let's take a trip down memory lane and explore the mysteries hidden in these 10 most amazing abandoned places in the world. What's up, Factnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stick around till our number one pick, because it's a dream destination for dark tourists. Buckle up and prepare for a wild ride. Number 10, City of the Dead. While there might be no zombies or White Walkers lurking around this city, I can't guarantee that it's actually ghost-free. Located outside the remote Russian village of Dargov, this age-old necropolis, aptly nicknamed City of the Dead, is an ancient burial ground with 99 medieval stone crypts that date back to the 12th century, some of which, they say, still have well-preserved corpses inside. When a series of epidemics struck between the 17th and 18th centuries, these crypts allegedly served as quarantine houses for infected people to prevent them from spreading the disease until the angel of death eventually came for them. Sounds eerily familiar, huh? Some bodies were buried inside wooden coffins that are made to look like boats because it was once believed that in the afterlife, one must cross a river to reach heaven. If you found this hauntingly beautiful, wait till we arrive at our number one destination. It will satisfy your macabre wanderlust. But before that, number 9, Abandoned Theme Park. We're used to amusement parks filled with happy people, but this one just hits different. Welcome to Gulliver's Kingdom, an amusement park nestled within the shadows of Mount Fuji at the Yamanashi Prefecture in Japan. It opened in 1997 only to close its gates 10 years later due to financial problems. Some say its problematic location discouraged people from going there, as it sits right next to Japan's popular suicide forest. And was too close to an infamous village where a notorious doomsday cult and a nerve gas production facility are located. Location. This Japanese white elephant has been deserted since 2007, but you can still find its main attraction, a 147-foot statue of Lemuel Gulliver, staycationing inside the premises. Even he doesn't look amused with this forgotten amusement park. Number 8, Dictator's Bust. The late Filipino dictator Ferdinand Marcos wasn't only known for ruling the Philippines under martial law from 1972 to 1981. He and his wife were also notorious for their filthy extravagance. Shoes, anyone? In 1987, Marcos commissioned a 98-foot sculpture of his head to serve as his monument. In a move seemingly inspired by Mount Rushmore, the enormous bust was positioned near the peak of a mountain and was prominent enough to be seen by motorists from as far as 3 kilometers away. However, after the former president was overthrown following the historic 1986 People Power Revolution, leftist groups bombed the head in 1989, which caused some cracks and minor damage to the structure. In 2002, a communist group bombed the monument yet again, which destroyed the visage of the vicious ruler. Number 7, Sea Forts over Thames. These forts in England serve as a chilling reminder of the horrors of World War II. In 1942, a civil engineer named Guy Monsell designed these naval forts in the Thames and Mersey estuaries with the goal of defending the United Kingdom against advancing German forces. These structures functioned as the first line of defense against foreign planes and boats before they could reach the coastline. Each of the 7 towers housed weapons and sleeping bunkers for those who manned the forts. While in operation, this stronghold shot down 22 planes and 30 bombs. Today, the ruins still stand, but the steel buildings are decaying and slowly being eaten away by rust. The site has been declared extremely hazardous, and attempting to access it is strongly discouraged. However, you can still view it from a safe distance by taking an 8-mile boat trip or by flying a drone over it. Number 6. Haunting Hotel. Behind the divine beauty of this French-inspired mansion by the edge of a cliff lies a dark and tragic history. Built in 1923 in Bogota, Colombia, the Hotel del Salto was once a residential mansion of architect Carlos Arturo Tapias. Its design represented the joy and elegance of the elite in the 1920s, and the structure's highlight was the breathtaking view Tequendama Falls. 8 years later, the mansion was upgraded into a hotel which operated for over 60 years until the structure became too damaged and the constant pollution of the Bogota River turned this dream destination into a nightmare. According to a local legend, the indigenous people jumped from the top of the waterfall to escape the Spanish conquerors. While falling, they would transform into an eagle and fly to their freedom. Hotel del Salto was abandoned in the early 90s, but you can still make reservations and enjoy the spectacular view since it has been recently converted into a museum. Number 5. Underwater City. If you're into scuba diving, then we have something for your bucket list. Dubbed as the Atlantis of the East, the ancient city of Xicheng in China was built 1,300 years ago and was once a center of politics, economics, and culture. However, in 1959, the city was intentionally drowned in order to create a dam and hydroelectric station. Nearly 300,000 people were relocated at the expense of industrialism. Amazingly, when the Chinese government rediscovered the ancient Lion City in 2001, they were impressed at how well preserved the site was. Stone architecture remained intact, and the walls, wooden details, and stone works of lions, dragons, and other historical inscriptions are still well preserved. Number 4. Sinking Lighthouse. This may seem like a solitary lighthouse in the middle of a sand dune, but what you are looking at is actually the last structure standing among what used to be a complex of buildings. The Radioactive Lighthouse in northern Denmark first lit up in December 1900, guiding Navy ships for nearly 7 decades until it dimmed its lights in 1968. Some houses, a small church, and a shop were actually built around it. Unfortunately, shifting sands and coastal erosion caused severe damage, and these smaller structures were later removed. The abandoned lighthouse serves as the remaining sign of life that once existed in the area. Eventually, the structure attracted tourists for its stunning views, but the relentless North Sea winds threatened to completely bury the lighthouse under sand. So, in 2019, the local government relocated the 720-ton tower to a more secure position, extending its life by at least 40 years. Number 3. Battery Oldenburg. At first glance, these bunkers just look like dilapidated buildings in the middle of wild grass, but if the walls of Battery Oldenburg could talk, they would tell you about all the things they went through during the war. This German artillery battery in Calais, France, was built during World War II to keep Allied ships out of the English Channel. Its construction started with just artillery guns in an open placement until they built casements around it. But what you actually see from the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. The western casement extends 2 floors down, while the eastern one is 3 stories deep. The top floors serve as storage compartments for ammunition, while the toilets and machine facilities were located in the basement. Number 2. UFO Houses. It's failed architecture like no other. This out-of-this-world resort community was first built in 1978 to serve as vacation houses for U.S. servicemen, but just 2 years later, the project was abandoned even before it welcomed its first guest. The futuristic-themed village was faced with a ton of bad luck during its construction, and I mean a lot. Many construction workers died in car accidents and other freak accidents. Some deaths were even claimed to be due to supernatural causes. Some believed that the village was built on Dutch burial ground, while others attribute the stream of misfortune to the destruction of a dragon statue. Now the abandoned resort has earned the nickname Ruins of the Future and has become a popular filming location for those who seek a uniquely kitschy backdrop. Before we go to our number one pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app's settings. Number 1. Radioactive City. A recent HBO series sparked renewed interest in this Ukrainian ghost city of Pripyat that was ground zero for the world's worst nuclear power plant accident. On April 26, 1986, plumes of radioactive material contaminated Pripyat's airspace when the core of a reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant was exposed, which immediately killed 2 staff and led to hundreds more deaths due to radiation exposure. In the next 3 decades, the city became a ghost town. While it's still uninhabitable, the government already opened the site to tourists. A visit to the area would show you how the city was seemingly frozen in time as communist propaganda still hang from the walls. Personal belongings litter the streets, toys are scattered in the old schoolhouse, and clocks are stuck at 11:55, the time when electricity in the town was shut down. Word of advice though, Pripyat is still believed to be radioactive, so visit at your own risk. So, which of these abandoned places would you like to explore? Let us know in the comments section. Take home our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf below or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? And if you're up for more dark tourism, then don't miss our countdown of the 10 most dangerous beaches in the world. Till then, stay adventurous, Factnatics, and see you in the next video.